The woman was stunned to discover that her husband, her very own rival, had dared to provoke her. Yet instead of rushing forward to make a scene, she silently picked up a pencil and quietly sketched the scene that had just unfolded. Once, they had been a devoted couple, together from school uniforms to wedding gowns. Even after years of marriage, her husband remained attentive and loving toward her. Once, during a car accident, he had instinctively shielded her with his own body. She had believed herself the happiest woman alive until a month ago, when she accidentally discovered her husband was having an affair with this very rival. What was even more absurd was that after each tryst, he would return home and transform back into that deeply devoted man, caring for her with unwavering tenderness. She had planned to leave quietly, but her rival kept provoking her. One day, when her husband came to pick her up from work, he completely failed to notice the lipstick smeared on his collar. Seeing this, she didn't confront him on the spot but pretended not to see it and got into the car. Unexpectedly, her rival sent a text message, claiming they had been together all afternoon and that the lipstick on her husband's collar was deliberately left by her. Yet the man didn't notice his wife's unusual behavior at all. Though resolved to leave, witnessing the man she once deeply loved now infatuated with another still tore at her heart. That evening, she fell gravely ill. Her husband rushed her to the hospital in panic, only for the rival to arrive and pull him aside. There, she embraced him tightly before her eyes, a defiant declaration of ownership. Over the next 2 days, hoping to keep her husband near their child, she suggested they take turns picking up and dropping off their child from school. He readily agreed. As his affection for the rival faded, it unexpectedly fueled her competitive spirit. The next day, when the woman went to pick up the child from school, her husband failed to show up. Despite making over a dozen calls, she couldn't reach him. She knew the rival's scheme had succeeded again, but by now, she no longer cared. Still, wanting the child to see his father one last time, she decided to go say goodbye to her husband. When she arrived at her husband's office with the children, a colleague informed her he was in the office with the other woman. She immediately knocked on the door, but neither responded. The assistant, unable to bear the silence, handed her the key. As she pushed the door open, she saw her husband looking frantic while the other woman hid beneath his desk. Though she had discovered her rival, she didn't confront them on the spot. Instead, she calmly told her husband to meet her at the hotel tomorrow for their 5th anniversary. With that, she walked out of the office and immediately headed to the airport with her 2 children. The next day, the man waited at the venue but never saw his wife arrive. He called her repeatedly, but there was no answer. Just then, a flower girl delivered a gift box, claiming it was specially sent by the woman. Thinking it was a surprise from his wife, he opened it to find a phone inside. A video of the rival threatening the woman played on the phone, simultaneously displayed on a connected large screen. As everyone listened, they condemned the rival for breaking up a family. The man was overcome with rage. At that very moment, his assistant brought devastating news. The woman and the children had been killed in a car accident.